Hi, my name is Parag Pathak. I'm a professor of economics at MIT and director of Blueprint Labs. Blueprint Labs is a research lab based in the economics department at MIT. It's a lab that uses tools from microeconomics to study the consequences of public policies and use knowledge about those consequences to design better public policies. What we like to do in many of the projects at Blueprint Labs is marry together market design and research design. One thing we're really excited about at Blueprint is that we work hand in hand with practitioners. That's something we've been doing for the last decade or so, is bringing practitioners to MIT, learning from them and getting to work hand in hand so that we can actually have some of our academic work go out and influence the real world.
My name is Josh Angrist. I'm one of the directors of Blueprint Labs, and I'm a professor in the MIT Department of Economics. At Blueprint, we get to work on a lot of interesting projects. Some of them are methodological, like how best to measure school quality, and some of them are policy related, like the effects of going to different types of schools and the consequences of various education reform policies related, say, to integration and school transportation.
My name is David Otter. I'm a faculty member in the MIT Department of Economics. I'm a labor economist. I'm one of the co-directors of Blueprint Labs. I work primarily on questions having to do with inequality, opportunity, skills, and earnings, often related to technological change and the way computerization, artificial intelligence are affecting the type of work people do, its content, and what tasks it substitutes for, what tasks it complements.
Hi, I'm Nikhil Agarwal. I'm a professor of economics at the MIT Economics Department, and I'm a co-director at Blueprint Labs. I'm working on mainly two areas. The first is how to allocate life-saving transplants to patients in need of them. So right now there are 100,000 patients who are waiting for an organ because they have organ failure, and we need to find ways to transplant them from either the deceased donor list or by matching them with donors who can donate an organ to them. The second big problem that I'm working on is how to combine human expertise in medical diagnoses with artificial intelligence tools.
On the intellectual side, Blueprint has a unique intellectual mix of interest in things related to something economists call market design, which is the way things like school seats are allocated in a matching process. And then we have a side devoted to policy-related questions, such as how schools are organized, and we bring those two sides together in a unique way.
Hi, my name is Noah. I'm a research fellow. What I really like about Blueprint is the amazing work culture that we have here. We have a really good group of RFs, and we do a lot of social events together, and it's a nice open workspace that we get to collaborate a lot and work through problems together.
Hi, my name is Hillary. I'm a senior research fellow at Blueprint Labs. We have lots of interaction with the faculty, so in addition to the weekly or bi-weekly research meeting, you can stop by their office hours or set up an appointment with them to talk about anything.
Hi, I'm Russell. I'm a research fellow in the education sector. And I was really surprised by how eager and excited everyone was, all of the research fellows, but also the professors, to bring me up to speed, to teach me tricks, to give me best practices. It was a really welcoming environment.
Hi, my name is Juanita Jaramillo. I'm a research fellow with Blueprint. There's so many opportunities for professional development, whether you're traveling to conferences or attending econ seminars or auditing classes or getting reimbursed for credit. MIT just offers so many resources for you to prepare for and succeed in whatever your next steps are.
I'm Raymond Han. I was previously a research fellow at Blueprint Labs, and I'm currently a PhD student in the Department of Economics at MIT. Many Blueprint research fellows go on to graduate school in economics, including me, at very competitive programs, and Blueprint does a really good job of preparing you for the rigor of an economics PhD program. But we also have many fellows that go on to other kinds of academic programs, including master's and PhD programs in public policy. We also have fellows who go on to do other jobs outside of academia, including working on policy teams or even going into teaching.
Most of the staff who we've had who work for us we're proud to say they've gone on to do great stuff. Some of them have gone to great graduate programs. Some of them just determined part of the way through, hey, I don't want to be an economist, I want to be a data journalist, and have gone on into data journalism, for example. So we're really happy to see people thrive here. It's part of the program. And so when we hire folks to work as RAs, we're not just thinking of them as our employees for the next 2 years, but really as people that we're helping to mentor and train and launch into the next phase of their career.